sound designer, people just like, putting a bunch of random sounds to like cool ones. Yeah, and it's pretty much the same. Artists like put their animation, their 2D art, their models into the game. We just put sounds into the game. Not too complex unless you're doing something like new. Yeah. ครับผม
Thank you. Next, please.
ครับผม
Let me ask you.
ไม่หลุดเฟรม
On the topic of integrating things into games and stages of which you do that, camera work, like the perspective of which the cameras involve your character, how it moves, how it transitions between scenes. What do you put that into the whole game process?
Camera should be like one of the stuff that you take a look at early on. Because you're going to need to test your games anyway, and you need a camera to work a certain ways. So you're gonna have like a basic camera setup at first, but as you are working, like one of the things is that stuff in your games does not need to be like done and don't touch it anymore. It shouldn't be like that, because as you like making progress in your games, in your projects, you're adding more stuff to it, and sometimes the stuff that used to work will not work anymore, and that is where things start to get complicated. Like Bloody Bunny, we released the game, and then we have like, camera is janky, like super janky for some reason, sometimes at a specific angle. People tend to do that, I don't know why, but it happens. So it's probably as important as how your character gonna be played. He can use sword, he can use gun, and then how the camera is gonna look like. Because if you're playing first-person game, you probably like don't need to worry about like, the camera is gonna bump into stuff, it's gonna clip through walls and stuff like that. But if you're working at third-person game, Bloody Bunny and Warframe is like third-person game, so you need to like be aware of like, how the camera works, because eventually that become one of your requirements. I want this character to work and run around, and the camera shouldn't be bumping, like clipping through walls. It's probably going to be one of the very first thing that you set up, but it's going to keep getting, like it's going to get changed, a lot of changes until your game release, and even after the game release. Yeah.
So last question. คำถามสุดท้ายแล้วค่ะเชิญค่ะคำถามสุดท้าย
เอาปะคำสุดท้าย
มีไหมคะถ้าโอเค
ครับผม
เคอันนี้ถามความเห็นของพี่ครับเพราะว่าคืออย่างเช่นคือคำถามก็คือมันจะดีกว่าไหมถ้าสมมติว่าถ้าพี่เป็นเกมดีไซเนอร์แล้วสามารถจะวิ่งได้ในตัวเลยอย่างเงี้ยครับมันจะดีกว่าไหมที่แบบว่าเราแยกแบบสองฝั่งทำงานร่วมกันแล้วคือด้วยอันนี้แล้วคือจากประสบการณ์ส่วนตัวคือเหมือนตอนนี้ก็ทำซีเนียร์โปรเจกต์อยู่ว่าทำนี้แล้วผมบอกว่าผมเป็นคนออกแบบอย่างเขียนโปรแกรมเองแล้วก็เขียนเกมเองแล้วก็ทำดีไซน์เองด้วยแล้วก็เพื่อนช่วยก็ทำในส่วนของแบ็กเอนอะไรก็ว่าแล้วก็เพื่อนคนก็ทำในส่วนของดีไซน์แล้วก็ว่าทีนี้ก็เลยบอกว่าคือถ้าสมมติว่าเราเป็นนักเขียนดีไซน์ด้วยมันจะดีใช่มันดีกว่าแต่ว่าอย่างความเห็นที่ว่ามองว่าอย่างไร
Okay, so the question that he asked is that is it better if the game designers know how to code, right? And maybe designer just also codes their design. Would that be like correct way interpretation, right? Okay, so from my point of view, I guess it's gonna be better if a designers know a certain degrees about programming. But if you are working as a game designer that kind of knows programming versus like people who just, mad skills at programming, but you just need to give me a, detailed stuff of what you want, I bet you that guy gonna get things done faster. Yeah, that's going to be played into like a bigger picture like producer stuff, right? If you got like, you got many people who are good at many things. The best thing that you can do is like, let the right man do the right job. Yeah, instead of having me try to code stuff that I used to try to make an upgrade in Warframe, and then I was like, I going through like literally like 200 fields of informations, and I don't know which one that I need to use. And then I was like, hey dude, programmer guy, I want to make something like this. And then he just screenshot me like, you click this, you put your numbers in there, make sure you choose the element, bada bing, bada boom. 2 minutes.
แต่ถ้าเป็นระบบพื้นฐานง่ายๆแค่แต่ว่าถ้าเป็นระบบพื้นฐานง่ายแค่ WASD แค่เดินนี้ก็ดีไซเนอร์ก็ทำได้
ถ้าเป็นอย่างนั้น he asking like basic movement stuff. Yeah, that one designer can do. When you're like getting into like basics, Unreal Engine, basics Unity, you probably get to learn like this basic stuff. And I think the key point here is that it's better for designer to know some programming, so when you're working with programmers, you know what they want, and you can make like keep things going like smoothly. Yeah, but that is one of the things that, well, did not meant to brag, but my producer that working on Warframe, he wrote me like a recommendation. It's like he got a good like documentation that have everything the engineer requires to work with. Yeah, I think like that would be like the thing that should be the main focus on this topic. But that is on the AAA side that I'm working on just a specific things. That does not mean every indie studio should be like this, because it's different cases. In the indie studio, maybe you need to do a bunch more stuff. On Bloody Bunny, there's like 2 or 3 things that I like do things on Blueprint, and then I just go to the programmer guy and like, hey, do you think this works? Is it going to break anything? If not, then you can use it. Yeah, so I make like a bunch of like, merry-go-rounds and stuff like that in one of the stages. If you guys ever played the game, if not, go buy it. Yeah, and it's vice versa. If the programmers knows a little bit about game design or just like gamer sense in general, when you get the design document, if you get a good design document, it's great, right? Everything's so detailed. I just do like things from 1, 2, 3 to 10 and things done. But sometimes it's not so great, and then you read it and I'm like, what is this supposed to be? And if you got some gamer sense or stuff like that, then you're like, probably gonna be like this. You code it and it just works. You don't need to like send this thing back, let that guy redo the thing, you get the thing back and like, oh, why don't you just say this from the start? This would be like, 2 minutes finish, and this is like, 2 days communication kind of thing. You get a lot from your smiles. Yeah.
Thank you very much. แล้วก็ขอบคุณพี่กอล์ฟด้วยนะสำหรับวันนี้ที่มา
ครับผม
ความรู้กับ Jammers ทุกคนและก็ลูกน้องด้วยนะคะก็well, Goff, thank you very much for giving a very nice lecture to all of us here, the Jammers and also our staff members in here. ต่อไปก็จะขอเชิญนะคะอาจารย์โอหรือรองผู้ช่วยศาสตราจารย์ดร.สุกัญญารัตโนพยานนท์ค่ะ Deputy Director to deliver the souvenirs to Goff นะคะให้ที่ระลึกค่ะ
ครับผม ขอโทษที่จบไปแล้วไม่ได้เป็นโปรแกรมเมอร์ครับ
หัวแป
ครับ
regulation ต่อเลยค่ะงั้นเดี๋ยวเชิญอาจารย์โอพูดถึง regulation
Can we get project mission on this?
I don't think they're working on that yet. ครับรอ Warframe ภาษาไทยปะ
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with English too. Don't wait for it. Hard. me too me too เขาเทส Android ตอนแรกที่ทำตอนนั้นเขาแบบเขาปล่อยให้พนักงานส่งโค้ดมาให้ลอง iOS
อ๋อโอเค
ใช้ Android ครับ
เดี๋ยวยังไง
ก็ได้
หนูบอกให้พูดได้เลยเนาะเดี๋ยวเราจะพูดได้เลยแล้วกันว่า regulation ประกอบด้วยอะไรบ้างนะคะ So let me share regulation instruction on this KMUTT Global Game Jam event สำหรับในกฎข้อบังคับที่เราจะต้องอยู่ร่วมกันนะ ข้อที่หนึ่งนะคะ Jammer จะต้องส่งเกมที่สามารถเล่นได้ ภายในระยะเวลาที่กำหนดค่ะเล่นได้ภายในระยะเวลาที่กำหนด Jammer must submit playable version of the game within the time period โอเคข้อที่สองนะคะ Jammer จะต้องมีส่วนร่วมตลอดทั้งงาน ซึ่งนั่นหมายถึงพิธีเปิดและก็พิธีปิดด้วย 7. Jammers must participate in the entire event, including the opening and closing ceremonies. ข้อที่สามก็คือ Jammer ถ้าเกิดท่านใดที่จะนอนที่เนี่ยนะคะ Let me find the one in English saying that jammers have the option to sleep at their own place or at their jam site. However, there are a few regulations for those who choose to sleep at their own place. Jammers must leave the university jam site before 9 p.m. or they will have to stay at the building for the rest of the night until 7 a.m. ถ้าแจมเมอร์จะกลับบ้านนะต้องออกจากที่นี่ก่อน3 ทุ่มนะคะต้องออกก่อน3 ทุ่มหรือไม่อย่างนั้นก็คือแปลว่าจะต้องอยู่ไปจนถึง7 โมงเช้าอันนี้กฎนะคะกฎข้อถัดไป Number 4 Jammers must bring their Thai national ID card and student ID card with them at all times while participating in the event พกบัตรประชาชนนะคะและบัตรนักศึกษาติดตัวตลอดงานข้อที่ 5 Jammers Number 5 Jammers who do not comply with the rules will lose their rights to continue participating the event and their rights to the prizes ข้อที่ 5 ข้อสุดท้ายค่ะก็คือ Jammers คนใดไม่สามารถทำตามกฎนี้ได้ก็จะไม่มีสิทธิ์ร่วมงานต่อแล้วก็จะไม่มีโอกาสรับรางวัลนะคะ Alright สมอ
Thank you so much, Jasmine. So next, this actually would be the event that we are waiting for. So next, we're going to hear some opening remark from Director of Global Game Jam via the video, of course. นะคะต่อไปเราก็จะฟังคำกล่าวเปิดนิดนึงนะคะจากกลุ่ม Director ของ Global Game Jam เลยนะคะผ่านทางวิดีโอ and there will be some keynote speaker and after that it will be the theme reveal. So that will be the theme that you will be working on for another 48 hours from now. เอาดูแต่ไทยก็เดี๋ยวจะมีนอกจากคำกล่าวเปิดจาก Director นะคะก็จะเป็นspeech จาก keynote ทั้งหลายนะคะจาก speaker ที่ทาง Global Game Jam เลือกมาแล้วก็จะต่อจากนั้นก็จะเป็น team review นะคะโอเคค่ะเราเริ่มกันเลย
โ
I'm Tim Cullings, Executive Director of Global Game Jam, and I welcome you to Global Game Jam and Global Game Jam Next 2024 from here in Seattle to wherever you are in the world participating with us. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedules and lives to spend next few days with us, making some games, making some new friends, learning some new skills, and hopefully making some memories that will last with you for a lifetime. We need to thank everyone involved in making Global Game Jam possible, including our staff, our board, our sponsors, of course, the volunteers all over the world who put a whole bunch of effort and time into this, our regional organizers, our site organizers, our committee members really go out of their way and above and beyond to make this such an amazing, memorable, and safe and welcoming event for everyone out there who's about to participate and embark on this journey together. We're really excited to see what you make, excited to see what you think about the theme this year, which you're going to find out in the next few minutes, and hope you enjoy the keynote videos that are about to be shown. So have a great weekend or week or whatever, whenever you're participating, and be good to each other, be kind, and help each other out throughout the jam.
Jammers, the Global Game Jam wishes to express our continued solidarity and support with members of the GGJ community who are currently living in areas of conflict and violence. We know that some of you will not be jamming from your regular jam sites this year because it's not safe to travel or to gather in large groups in your area. We know that some of you are jamming with us from bunkers. We know that some of you are jamming from areas that have been bombarded by loss. Loss of safety, loss of home, loss of life. For those of you jamming from areas under hardship and duress, we see you. We see your resilience. The Global Game Jam has always been an international organization driven by the tenets of collaboration and community building. You're builders, creators, experimenters, problem solvers, storytellers, and we do these things no matter where we are and no matter the circumstances. So we stand with you, our fellow game developers, and we hope that this year's Global Game Jam can be a source of support and a respite during these times. Thank you for being here with us, and have a great jam.
Terveisiä Suomesta ja hyvää Global Game Jam 2024.
We're game devs. Real work doesn't start until it's pitch black outside.
Hello, Game Jammers. Oh, nah, let's roll that back. That didn't sound authentic at all. Hello, Game Jammers. I don't think I like that one either. Hello, Game Jammers. My name is Derek Fields. That one sounds good. And I'm the founder of Waking Yoda Games. I'm also a professor at Northwestern University where I teach 3D modeling and game design. I'm stopping in with you today to talk about finding the fun as you challenge yourselves to develop really exciting projects interpreting today's revealed theme. First, recognizing fun. Start by reflecting on some of your favorite games and see if you can identify one simple mechanic that kept you coming back for more. There's a lot out there and I'm sure you'll be able to navigate that question easy. Applying that to your own projects, as you're navigating which mechanics you should pursue, go with the one that your team is most excited about, but keep that focus concise and narrow. Next, you're going to want to prototype those mechanics and start small. This is going to allow you to rapidly iterate on what is fun against your team and a wider player audience. You'll be able to understand quickly what sort of formula you're trying to drive with your players and if it's enjoyable. Now, once you've recognized your fun and you've prototyped it with your team, other players, now you have the opportunity to lean into that fun through other elements like UI and sound. This is going to help bring the entire picture together and make a complete experience. Now, the last thing I'll toss in is to maintain that core loop. You found the fun, you've prototyped it, and you've leaned into it with other elements through sound and UI. So don't lose sight of what originally brought you to your project or feel tempted to start to add in other elements that aren't necessary. Stay focused on what that initial gameplay brought you to it, just like those other games that inspired you. It goes without saying to have fun while you're doing this, otherwise how can you find the fun? I hope that those tools will help guide you as you're working on your own projects, and I look forward to seeing what culminates at the end of this jam. Take care.
Hello everyone, my name is Elena. I'm a co-founder and CBDO of GDBay, a networking platform for games industry professionals from all around the world, and an organizer of international game pitching show, Global Games Pitch. It's an honor for me to be a part of this year's opening keynote of Global Game Jam and to share my story with you. If you ever feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you lost your inspiration and you feel distressed or you are not sure that what you're doing is worth it, during this game jam or overall throughout your professional career in gaming, remember, there are always people out there ready to support you, ready to give you some advice. Game jams are overall very collaborative events and I love it. It's my favorite event. We love game jams so much that my team and I organized one during the first week of full-scale invasion in Ukraine. We literally did it from both shoulders and it was scary, but we did it anyway. And this experience taught us once again just how strong we are when we need. It showed us that we can be much more resilient than we think we are. Let this game jam be a celebration of community and support. And talking about support, I'd like to take this moment to express my gratitude to the games industry folks from all around the world who supported Ukraine and our games industry community during this almost 2 years already of this terrible war. Thank you so much. And if any of you wants to support but not sure how, there is an amazing initiative by my industry colleagues called Game Dev and Do Bombs. So please feel free to check it out. Thank you again for having me here, and I hope that this game jam will be truly amazing and life-changing experience for all of you.
We're game devs. We have way too many tabs open when we're trying to debug a problem.
سلام، به گلوبال گیم جم خوش اومدین. علیرضا صدیقی هستم، دکترای نرم افزار. بیش از 8 ساله که در دانشگاه‌های مختلف بازیسازی رو تدریس می‌کنم. همینطور چند عنوان کتاب در این زمینه تالیف کردم. توی چند سال گذشته این افتخار رو داشتم که ارگانایز ایونت‌هایی مثل گلوبال گیم جم و گلوبال گیم جم نکست باشم. همیشه شرکت توی گلوبال گیم جم برای من لذت بخش و هیجان انگیز بوده، چرا که فرصت‌های زیادی برای من به ارمغان می‌برد. فرصت‌هایی مثل همکاری، یادگیری، شبکه‌سازی و کار تیمی. بعدها به دلیل اینکه موقعیت جغرافیایی دانشجوها متفاوت بود و می‌خواستیم بازیسازی رو هرچی بیشتر گسترش بدیم و منابع و ابزارها و کلاس‌هاش رو برای عموم در دسترس قرار بدیم، تصمیم گرفتیم که ایونت‌ها رو در قالب شرکت خودمون به صورت مجازی برگزار کنیم. به دلیل ارتباط نزدیکی که با مدارس داشتیم و اشتیاقی که دانش آموزها نشون می‌دادن به اینکه توی ایونت‌های بازیسازی گلوبال گیم جم شرکت بکنن، تصمیم گرفتیم که رویداد گلوبال گیم جم نکست رو هم در کنار گلوبال گیم جم برگزار بکنیم تا بچه‌ها با سن پایین هم بتونن به همراه خانواده‌شون یا به تنهایی در این ایونت شرکت بکنن و این تجربه داشته باشن که کارهای خودشون به بقیه نشون بدن. علاوه بر این رو هم خدمتتون عرض کنم که تمامی منابع مربوط به گلوبال گیم جم نکست و بقیه و دیگر منابع مربوط به بازیسازی توسط دوست و همکار ما خاتمه به فارسی در حال ترجمه است تا اینکه هرچه بیشتر این سطح و موانع زبانی رو هم برداریم تا اینکه بتونیم بازیسازی رو برای همه تسهیل کنیم. در نهایت ازتون رو دعوت می‌کنم که به سایت گلوبال گیم جم ما به اسم آیدیا، به سایت گلوبال گیم جم نکست ما به اسم نوویژن بپیوندید تا ما یاد بگیریم و بازی بسازیم. امیدوارم که گلوبال گیم جم خیلی خوبی رو داشته باشید.
We're game devs. We literally work on our 50-inch TV because it lets us see the project and the code side by side.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jay Watts, artistically known as Lena J, the founder and CEO of Coexist Gaming, and I am so excited to be a part of this year's Global Game Jam. I'm excited to have an opportunity to share with you my passion for video games and how we at Coexist Gaming are working to revolutionize the industry through development. If we could bring together the people that were technical, creative, right? The project managers, the creative directors, the people that would oversee projects, and we brought them all together so that they could coexist. I think we'd build better games. What happened as a result of that community coming together is a whole host of things that our members would actually teach and conduct. Even when you walk away from the Game Jam experience, you have made so many relationships. Those of you that have started studios, you can now expand your teams. Those that have dreamed of creating studios, you didn't know how to start, and now you're with people who may have even more experience than you do, and now you can have those conversations together. I thought we'd give you just a little bit of an example of the Game Jam we did last year.
So, my name is Galen. I'm the community programmer. It's honestly such an amazing experience. Like, yeah, I love that they do this. I definitely want to do the next one.
My name's David Orr. I definitely wanted to do something different. I've never made a narrative game before, so this is really our first attempt at making something that told a story.
Hi, I'm Jamal Wood. I'm a game developer. So we're going to be fighting kind of new territory that was exciting to tread. It's definitely difficult, but I'm happy with what we made. It's an amazing experience. I'm a huge fan of Coexist. I actually won last year's Game Jam, but this year at Games, I was excited to work with new people to see what we can create. So it's awesome to see all different games made. I love this space too. It's such a great space to talk to work on things. Nobody downstairs had a lo-fi music playing. It was great. It's such an awesome environment. How can we please check this in the cities?
Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, because we want to make sure that you get to coexist with us. So all you have to do is go to coexistgaming.com, RSVP for the Game Jam. Of course, you can sign up on the Global Game Jam website as well. Grab your phones. Hopefully, you're looking at this on a laptop or a computer. Thank you so much for taking a moment. I love that Global Game Jam kicks it off the right way. I'm looking forward to coexisting with you.
We're game devs. We're always stocked up on a lot of tea or coffee.
Hablemos de juegos, pero sobre todo de desarrollo de videojuegos. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Sandra Castro-Pinzón, soy la fundadora y directora ejecutiva de Tan Grande y Jugando, una comunidad de desarrolladores de videojuegos de Colombia dedicada a fomentar nuestra industria latinoamericana. Es un honor para mí estar aquí hoy rodeada de tanta creatividad y entusiasmo por parte de todos ustedes. La Global Game Jam es más que simplemente un evento para hacer juegos, es una celebración de la diversidad, la colaboración y la magia que ocurre cuando mentes creativas se unen. Quisiera compartir con ustedes algunos consejos para aprovechar al máximo esta experiencia. Primero, conéctate. No te limites a tu equipo. Si estás en una locación física, camina. Si estás en una digital, salta entre canales o busca esos espacios de conexión. Segundo, la magia está en la diversidad. Tercero, comparte tus desafíos. No tengas miedo de pedir ayuda. La comunidad aquí es increíblemente solidaria. Si te enfrentas a un problema, hay una muy buena probabilidad de que alguien más lo haya superado y esté dispuesto a ayudar. Cuarto, celebra los fracasos. ¿Escuchaste bien? Cada error es una oportunidad de aprendizaje. No tengas miedo a probar cosas nuevas. Y, si no funciona, celebra la lección que te llevarás. Quinto, la comunicación es la regla. Mantén siempre una comunicación asertiva y acertada con todos los jammers, organizadores y voluntarios que hacen parte de este evento. Muchos de los malentendidos se solucionan cuando estamos dispuestos a conversar y a dar nuestra parte para solucionarlo. Sexto, no olvides cuidar de ti mismo y de los demás. La jam puede ser muy intensa, pero es vital cuidar de nuestra salud mental y física. En resumen, aprovechemos al máximo esta experiencia, no solo como desarrolladores de juegos, sino como parte de una comunidad global unida por nuestra pasión compartida. Gracias y buena suerte, que tengan una increíble jam. Capi, vamos.
We're game devs. We'll wear shirts from our games because marketing never stops.
السلام عليكم، معكم مشاهد أبو نجا ومع منظمة الجلوبال جيم جام العالمية من 2017 وفي السنتين الماضية كنت منظم الإقليمي لدول الخليج ودول جنوب غرب آسيا. وبإذن الله ندل السنة السابعة على التوالي. حابب آخذ الفرصة هذه إني أنا أرحب بجميع المشاركين والمنظمين والمنظمين الإقليميين
في كلوب جيم جام 2024. لو لاحظتوا اني انا قاعد اتكلم بالعربي توجيها للمحدثين باللغه العربيه، اضافه انه حاب اعطيكم شويه نصائح من ناحيه الجلوبال جيم جام وايش تتوقعوا في جام ل 2024. طبعا من النصائح الجام اللي انا ممكن دائما اعطيها حتى لما اجي انظم المواقع نقدر انه دائما حاولوا يكون عندكم اللي هو فكره واضحه لايش النموذج حيكون عامل لما تيجي تطوروا وتوصلوا لمرحله التسليم. ليش انا قاعد اقول كذا؟ لانه لما تيجي تطوروا احنا متحمسين بنحط كل الافكار، لما يجينا ثيم الان بعد كم يوم باذن الله حيبدا الاعلان عنه. حتجينا كل الافكار الحماسيه هذه، بس حيصير مع كل الافكار هذه ما حنقدر نركز على شيء واحد او ميكانيك واحده او رسم ارت دايركشن واحد، فبالتالي يصير عندنا زي توسع الافكار وبالتالي ما انجزنا شيء. فممكن واحده من النصائح اللي انا اعطيها اياها انه خلوا النموذج هذا حق اللعبه يشتغل حتى لو بمكعبات او دوائر، بدل مثلا الرسم المعين او بدل اللي هي الشخصيه اللي انتم تحبوا ترسموها، الى ما يشتغل بشكل كامل بعدين نضيفوا عليها جماليات. هذه حتساعدكم انه تختصروا الوقت، مثلا جزء المبرمجين يقعد يشتغل على هذا الجزء من النقطه والارك ياخذ وقتهم في رسم وتصميم الشخصيات والاشياء اللي جوا اللعبه. دائما حاولوا تكونوا تشتغلوا في فريق، انا عارف انه منكم اللي متحمس جدا ويحب يشتغل مع نفسه فهذا عادي جدا، لكن الشغل الفريق يعلمكم كيف تقدروا انتم تعتمدوا على بعض كمان، يخلق نوع من انواع انه انا اعتمد عليك انك انت تعطيني الجزء هذا وانا اعتمد عليك وانت تعتمد علي انه انا اعطيك الجزء هذا. هذا الشيء انا حابب دائما اذكر فيه انه مو لازم تشاركوا في شيء زي الجلوبال جيم جام. تقدر تكون ما عندك ولا اي خبره في الحسابات المحتوى، لكن عندك مثلا نشاط كلام نظيف في مثلا تحديد الافكار او مثلا كتابه القصص او اللي هي تحديد توجه اللعبه. وكمان حابب اضيف اسالوا اسئله كثير، ريحوا نفسكم واشربوا مويه كفايه، وانا متحمسه جدا اني اشوف ايش الابداعات اللي حتطلع منكم. See you soon.
We're gamers. Sometimes we don't shower for several days because the code does not compile when the water is running. What? Do you worry that you don't belong? Well, that's why I want to write this song to tell you that we're so glad you're here. Whatever reason appear, because you don't have to be the best. It don't matter how you dress. The mission for the weekend is that one. You don't have to try to impress everyone. We don't have to look the same. You get together and then I'm sage advice. The game damn secret that makes it real nice. Say this to yourself, I can't do anything, but I can not do everything.
Okay, that's it for this year thing. Make me laugh. I hope that the advices that you have from the speaker will be useful to you guys. Okay. So I hope that the advice that you have from the speaker will be useful to you guys. Apply it wisely, especially 24 hours into the event. You will find that the advice from the Muppet is actually sounds pretty good. Okay, before I let you guys off and we meet again on the game floor, there's something I need to highlight นะคะก่อนจะไปเจอกันบนชั้น8นะคะเดี๋ยวครูขอเตือนของเรื่องก่อน Okay, you might already heard from our regulation that we're going to have roll call. Okay, we're going to have a roll call at 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. So you have to be there at our event and give us your signature. Okay, for the outsider, this just show that you're still with us. For KMUTT student, if you don't sign, you don't get your activity hour. นะคะเรามีเซ็นชื่อนะคะ9 โมงเช้า 6 โมงเย็นทุกคนต้องอยู่เดี๋ยวจะมีสตาฟคอยไล่ตามเรียกเซ็นชื่อค่ะเซ็นชื่อค่ะเซ็นชื่อค่ะแล้วคุณก็มาเซ็นชื่อที่โต๊ะถ้าเป็นบุคคลภายนอกนะคะอันนี้แค่ดูว่าคุณยังอยู่สำหรับนักศึกษา KMUTT ไม่เซ็นไม่ได้ชั่วโมงกิจกรรมนะคะไม่เซ็นไม่ได้ชั่วโมงกิจกรรม Okay, next, for those of you who have a lot of baggage, the guys, you're going to put your bag into the boy bedroom. The girl, you're going to put it in girl's bedroom. So it will be up on the gate floor. Our dinner, that's the important stuff, right? Dinner is at 6:30. So what you're going to do between this, which is 3 until 6,จาก3 โมงถึง 6 โมงเย็น that's the time for you guys to talk. Try to form your team. Walk around, talk to people. DDCT student. Okay? So you are the host. Be nice. I don't have to translate this. You understand it. Okay, be nice, okay? Be nice to our guests. So if you find people getting lost somewhere, give them advice or point them to the staff. And be nice to people who come here. Next, we have some stuff set up for you guys to play with. For example, in the relaxing room, we have board games. Don't move the stuff out of the room. Now, whatever thing we put in whichever room, just leave it there. อย่าเอาของออกจากห้องที่จัดไว้นะคะอย่างเช่นเรามีบอร์ดเกมเล่นเฉพาะในห้องนั้นนะคะเดี๋ยวมันจะมีทีวีมีเครื่องเกมก็ตั้งมันไว้ตรงนั้นนะคะ Okay, if anybody want 50 inches television to work with that code, we have it with the HDMI cable out. So fight for it. Okay. For everybody, make sure that you go to Global Game Jam website. So this one, globalgamejam.org. If you haven't done so, before Saturday afternoon, make sure that you go there, click on participate in jam, and create your account. Once you create an account, you'll be presented with the information that you would need. For example, how to submit a game, and things like that นะคะสำหรับใครที่ยังไม่มี account Global Game Jam นะคะไปที่เว็บไซต์ของ Global Game Jam แล้วก็สมัคร account ให้เรียบร้อยนะคะพอเข้าไปแล้วจะมีข้อมูลที่คุณต้องการนะคะ Okay one of the information that you really should look at is called diversifier. This is like optional thing that you can add into your game. You can use it when you form your game idea. There's a bunch of them. You can choose up to 4. And when you register your game, you can have a hashtag of those diversifier. Some of them has reward prize. Okay, so if you want to try, that might be an interesting idea. The list will be up there. There's translation in Thai. If you need it, just click on the translation. นะคะก็เข้าไปแล้วนะคะมันจะมีลิสต์ที่ชื่อว่า diversifier ลองดูนะคะมันจะเป็น optional theme ก็คือเป็นกฎเป็นไอเดียเพิ่มมาว่าเนี่ยนอกจาก make me laugh แล้วจะทำให้เกมเราทำอะไรอีกอย่างเช่นจะมี buffalo wing ทำให้หัวเราะได้เกี่ยวกับ buffalo wing อะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะคะลองไปดูมันมีหลายลิสต์เลยบางอันมีรางวัลด้วยนะคะ Okay make sure that you create the game page for your game นะคะ we only need one representation from the team so each team just one person will create the game and add everybody else into it make sure that you finish creating the game and some like a little bit of information and put everybody in before Saturday afternoon. This is because after that, you're going to be so busy that you don't have time to think about that anymore. And you don't want to do this Sunday afternoon, where you're trying to, rush to finish your game. So Sunday afternoon, when you're still getting sleepy and things going slow, do it. นะคะอย่าลืมสร้างเพจของเกมเดี๋ยวพอเข้าไป Global Game Jam อะค่ะทุกทีมจะต้องสร้างเพจของเกมว่าเกมชื่ออะไรเล่นยังไงมีใครเป็นคนสร้างนะคะทำให้เสร็จตั้งแต่วันเสาร์กลางวันเพราะว่าถ้าไปทำตอนวันอาทิตย์บ่ายเนี่ยจะนรกมากคุณเกมก็จะรีบปั่นให้เสร็จแล้วก็หลายๆคนกำลังอัปโหลดเกมอยู่เพราะฉะนั้นเว็บมันจะช้ามากนะอะไรทำได้ทำไปก่อนแล้วก็ที่เหลือก็ไปทำวันนั้นนะคะ The game must be uploaded to the Global Game Jam website within 5 p.m. on Sunday 5 p.m. on Sunday นะคะ so you really know this what's gonna happen when everybody try to upload like a large file to the server it's getting slow so if you can do it a little bit before feel free to นะคะ if you have problem if the server very non-responsive don't get panic we can try to upload it for you after that but really please try to upload it before time นะคะ but if there's some accident happen just let us know we will manage for you guys okay I think that pretty much it so I hope you guys have a memorable weekend, have some interesting idea that you can expand it even after the game jam and meet interesting people that you please still talk to after this. Okay ค่ะ have fun นะคะแล้วก็we're going to meet up on the 8th floor นะคะ 8th floor yeah there's a lot of you guys.Anybody who feel like they can take the stair, feel free to do so, or just wait. We have 3 hours. นะคะชั้น 8 นะคะชั้น 8 ขึ้นไปได้เลยค่ะเรารอคุณอยู่